Have you ever dared to question the reality of the paranormal, the existence of spirits who wander the earth bound by unresolved histories? And what if I told you, these spirits reside in the Mansfield Ohio State Reformatory? Welcome to a world where the line between life and death, reality and the supernatural, blurs. A world where the echoes of the past reverberate through the corridors of the present. Our journey begins at the Mansfield Ohio State Reformatory, a monumental structure that stands as a testament to a history steeped in darkness. Its imposing facade, a chilling reminder of the tales that lie within its cold stone walls. The reformatory has seen the rise and fall of countless souls, each leaving behind traces of their existence, whispers of their stories. Stories of harsh realities, of suffering, of unresolved histories. Now these stories, these spirits yearn to break free from their haunting silence. Prepare yourself, dear listener, as we delve into the chilling past of this infamous institution. The Mansfield Reformatory, a castle-like structure, has a history as dark as its ominous silhouette against the Ohio sky. The tale of this formidable edifice begins in the late 1800s. As the United States was experiencing a period of rapid growth and expansion, a need arose for a new kind of institution, a place not just for punishment but for reform. Thus, the idea for the Mansfield Reformatory was born. Built with the intent to inspire awe and perhaps a touch of fear, the reformatory loomed large over the landscape. Its towering walls and Gothic spires were a testament to the severity of the justice it was built to dispense. It was here that those who strayed from the path of righteousness were sent, not just to serve time, but to be remodeled into upstanding citizens. In its early years, the Mansfield Reformatory was hailed as a beacon of progressive thought. But beneath the grandeur of its architecture, a harsh reality lurked. Inmates were subjected to conditions that were far from ideal for reform. Instead of rehabilitation, they found themselves in a world of severe discipline and grueling labor. The reformatory's cells, designed to house one, were often crammed with 3 or 4 men. The food was scarcely edible, and medical care was practically non-existent. Punishments were brutal and often arbitrary, meted out at the whim of the guards. The reforms promised were, more often than not, an illusion, replaced by a grim reality of suffering and despair. As the decades rolled by, the reformatory's reputation began to tarnish. Reports of inhumane treatments began to surface, and the once shining beacon of reform began to cast a long, dark shadow. The inmates' cries for justice echoed through the corridors, their pleas for mercy absorbed by the cold stone walls. But as the years wore on, the echoes of suffering grew louder, and they say the walls began to whisper. As the reformatory was abandoned by the living, it became a haven for the dead. With its chilling history, it's no wonder that the Mansfield Reformatory is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Ghost hunters and thrill-seekers alike have reported numerous encounters with the otherworldly, forever etching the reformatory's reputation as one of the most haunted places on Earth. At the heart of these spectral sightings are the infamous phantoms of past inmates. These apparitions, seemingly trapped in their own time loop, are often seen wandering the corridors, their ghostly figures appearing as fleeting shadows in the corner of the eye. Some claim to hear the clanging of cell doors and the agonized screams of prisoners echoing through the empty halls, a haunting reminder of the suffering endured within these stone walls. However, the most chilling of all is the ghost of Helen 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘗, the wife of a former superintendent who tragically died within the reformatory. Helen's spirit is said to linger in her old living quarters, her presence marked by the scent of her favorite rose perfume. Many have reported feeling a sudden drop in temperature, followed by the soft touch of a woman's hand. Others have claimed to hear the elusive sound of a woman's laughter, a ghostly echo from a time long past. But perhaps the most unsettling incident occurred during a paranormal investigation, when an investigator felt an unseen force push him down the stairs. The event, caught on tape, stunned the paranormal community and solidified the Mansfield Reformatory's place in the annals of haunted history. These spectral sightings, these unsettling encounters, are they mere figments of an overactive imagination, or the cries of souls trapped in an eternal purgatory? As we delve deeper into the shadows of the Mansfield Reformatory, we can only wonder about the truth that lurks within its haunted halls. The Mansfield Ohio State Reformatory, a monument to human suffering, remains a hotbed of paranormal activity, a place where stories of spectral apparitions and chilling encounters have been spun into an intricate web of otherworldly tales, each more terrifying than the last. The tales we've delved into today are not for the faint-hearted. From the dark origins of the Reformatory, with its roots steeped in torment and despair, to the specters of Mansfield that are said to walk the halls to this day, each story paints a vivid picture of the building's eerie past. The echoing footsteps, the disembodied voices in the dead of night, the sudden drops in temperature. All these phenomena have been experienced by those brave enough to venture into the Reformatory after sundown. Yet it is not just the stories that captivate us. It's the unanswered questions they leave in their wake. How do echoes of the past linger so vividly in the present? Why do some spirits seem to remain, trapped within the stone walls of this imposing structure? These are the questions that continue to fascinate and draw in the curious, the brave, and those with an insatiable thirst for the unknown. The Mansfield Ohio State Reformatory has become a beacon for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Its haunting history and the unresolved mysteries that it holds have made it a popular destination for those who seek to pierce the veil that separates our world from the next. It is here that they hope to find answers, to validate their beliefs, or perhaps to confront their deepest fears. The question remains, is the Mansfield Ohio State Reformatory truly haunted? The answer, my dear listener, lies perhaps in the chilling wind that whistles through its deserted corridors, whispering tales of the damned and the departed.